The Magnetic and Meteorological Observatory was built in 1853, replacing two earlier wooden structures operated by the British government. Designed by local Canadian architect Frederick Cumberland, it served as a national center for meteorology, magnetic observation, and timekeeping. Architecturally, it followed the typology of the observatory tower, a small vertical form meant for observation and measurement. But compared to other towers built for the same program, its design was not highly scientific in construction or instrumentation. Archival records documents that its form did not always align with its function. It was designed less as a precise instrument and more as an adaptable architectural object. Around the early 1900s, as the University of Toronto expanded, the observatory's original site was set for redevelopment. The building was dismantled and moved south of Hart House, now known as the Stewart Observatory. The process of relocation reflects its structural simplicity. A masonry tower built with straightforward methods and materials that made such a move possible. Other programs ran on site included a weather station, a police substation, and a geodesic surveying station. Becoming a part of the university's campus, it absorbed new uses and meanings over time. Its program has changed repeatedly, home of the Student Union to a base of operations for campus construction projects. Yet, its form has remained largely intact. The building's material tell part of the story. The varied shades and textures of the masonry suggest that not every original piece was reused after dismantling, creating subtle inconsistencies in its reconstructed surfaces. These differences register the building's layered history as a physical record of repair and reuse. A plaque commemorating the Tiananmen Square protest of 1989 is mounted on its wall, a reminder of how the observatory continues to host new forms beyond its original purpose. Through these layers, the building operates as a site of quiet accumulation, scientific, institutional, and memorial. Inside the building reflects its ongoing transition.
My name is Connor Wilson, and I'm a construction manager with Ecosystem Energy. And our job is working on the University of Toronto's Project LEAP. Currently, the building is being used as our construction site office, just basically being a headquarters for Project LEAP. So for many years, it changed over from being the Students' Union to the construction headquarters for this landmark project. Now that project has come to a close and Project LEAP is now up and running. So now that has been transferred over to become a site office for a different project. But it wasn't always a construction site office. And as we can see, as we'll go through the building, that the university is intending to change its use again. That this building is constantly in motion. This building, albeit even from actually being physically moved at one point in time, to changing hands and changing uses as the university needs it to. When we first moved in here as a construction site office for Project LEAP, it was evident that the building was maybe not the most well-maintained for those years. It was a construction site office for this landmark project. As I said, it wasn't like the building was falling down or anything, but just the cleanliness and the state that the other project had left it in. It made you wonder what this building was, or what the university's desire for it was, and why it had reached this condition, and was there plans to revitalize it in the future. So it definitely, I didn't think much of it, I just knew it was the place that engineers painted all the time, but now, having worked here, it does encourage delving deeper into the history and learning something new.
The observatory's history reveals how architectural form can outlast its original function. Its simple typology has allowed it to persist through cycles of transformation. Preserved, relocated, and reused, the building continues to evolve within the campus landscape. Its significance today may not rest in its scientific legacy alone, but in its ability to accommodate change, remain enduring, even as its meaning shifts over time.